He's a renowned violinist, but this Renton native is retiring his bow to help train the next generation of classical musicians who look more like he does. Tonight, KIRO 7's Deborah Horn introduces us to this groundbreaking musician in this edition of Your Voices.
He has been playing classical violin since he was a gifted child, growing up in South King County.
I am a proud graduate of Renton High School, class of 1996.
But Quentin Morris, Dr. Morris, to his students at Seattle University, recently declared that this would be his last rehearsal for his final public performance ever.
And now you are retired.
Retiring from performing.
At the lofty age of 44.
Yes, I have to.
Why?
I think, in short, there are so many things that I want to do as an artist, and I feel like as a performer, I've done it all. Or at least everything that I've wanted to do. I've played all the repertoire that I've wanted to play. I have performed in so many venues literally around the world: Carnegie Hall, the Louvre Museum, Sydney Opera House.
After all, there's teaching.
I love seeing my students excel in the classroom as well as on stage.
And his budding radio career.
Welcome back to Unmute the Voices, where we celebrate excellent performers and composers who are people of color. And to tell the stories of these amazing people of color on Unmute the Voices, which is the radio show here at King FM, that takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. And at the age of 44, I'm not 24, I'm not 34, I've got to really focus on what's most important and what my legacy will be after I'm gone.
A major part of that legacy is his nonprofit, Key to Change. Started in 2017, he says, to help train the next generation of Black and brown classical musicians.
A lot of lessons cost a lot of money. And so I thought, okay, if I can provide violin lessons at an affordable rate and provide scholarships for students whose families need that financial assistance. But there was one caveat: it had to be for students of color and students who come from underserved areas.
Quentin Morris insists his performance here at Meany Hall does not mean he won't ever play the violin again. The instrument is too much a part of who he is. But he hopes that by silencing his own violin voice, at least in public, that he will help raise the voices of so many others.
Your internal voice, your internal self, you know when it's time to move on to the next thing, but a lot of people are too afraid to, actually act upon that. And so I'm thankful that I've had the courage to say, I'm good.
And a far more diverse classical music could indeed be his tuneful legacy. In Seattle, Deborah Horn, KIRO 7 News.
Okay, you're inspired now. And we want to hear about people, businesses, or organizations you would like us to feature as part of Your Voices segment. What a terrific